Hey, welcome back. Jaws. What can you say about it? It's one of the greatest films ever made and made people afraid to go in the water for a very long time. Now, what can you say about Jaws in video games? Well, not a lot actually. We all know about the NES game published by LJN. It's been hated, it's been defended, so on and so forth. But in 2006, for the film's 30th, or 31st anniversary, we got this. Jaws Unleashed, and thanks to my good friend Joe Martinez, we're going to see if this deadly predator belongs in your Xbox collection.
The story for Jaws Unleashed takes place sometime after the first film, where Amity Island has begun to put the nightmare behind them and become a flourishing town again, allowing big corporations to move in for commercial growth, improving the economy. Unfortunately, this causes our favorite Finn menace to come back and wreak havoc on the island, including killing the son of one of the corporation's CEOs, who hires a bounty hunter to get his revenge. Meanwhile, Michael Brody, son of Chief Brody from the film,
Smile, you son of a bitch!
Captures Jaws and takes him to a water park to study.
My son was killed by a shark there. The damn thing ripped right through the cage. I demand you kill that creature immediately.
Of course, no one obviously watched Jaws 3D, as he's not a fan of this and busts out into the open waters, ready to dish out his own revenge. Story-wise, it's interesting to see things from the perspective of the shark than the humans. Hopefully it plays just as good too. Jaws Unleashed is a third-person free-roaming aquatic action game. I think that's a genre, right? Is that a genre? Yeah, I guess it is. Where you play as the titular Great White, roaming through the waters, causing terror and destruction throughout the island, eating humans and destroying structures. You do this by completing story missions as well as side quests, like eating a certain number of lifeguards in the allotted time. As you complete missions, you earn experience points that you spend on learning new moves as well as strengthening Jaws' attributes.
You may have noticed something about how this game plays. Yeah, it's an open world like Grand Theft Auto, but something else. Doesn't this game remind you of another aquatic-based action game? Yep, Echo the Dolphin. Particularly the Dreamcast game, as it was developed by the same team responsible for Jaws Unleashed. And if you played that game and thought it controlled like ass, surprise, so does this one.
Controlling Jaws tends to be a bit annoying, trying to aim and attack humans and other sea creatures and constantly missing them. Plus, the camera doesn't want to be your friend either, glitching out on you when you're trying to examine the area around. It's just a mess. In the visual department, Jaws looks really good. The shark, that is. As for the rest of the characters, the sea creatures look okay, but the humans look god-awful. You see? As for the environments, they look decent enough, with underwater sections looking the best, something the developers are really good at. For audio, the music's good for what it needs to be, but it's mostly that iconic John Williams theme. And as for voiceover, just listen.
There is no real threat to the safety of our vacationers or the citizens of Amity. I assure you that we are doing everything within our power to deal with this issue.
The mayor is absolutely correct. The threat is minimal, and we'll soon have the shark tracked and captured with the use of our Aurora 2 research vessel.
Say what you want, but Mr. Mayor, we have too much invested to be careless. Until the beast is captured, or better yet, killed, my employees will be on alert. And Brody, you better get to him before I do.
if you want him alive.
So that's Jaws Unleashed, and wow, is this a bad game. I mean, the idea of playing Jaws is a great concept, but it's just handled poorly with bad controls and glitchy cameras and just bad. It's very hard for me to recommend this game. However, if you still want to pick it up, it's quite affordable. There was one more attempt at a Jaws game with 2011's Jaws Ultimate Predator for the Wii and 3DS, but I've never played them, and that might be for the best as they weren't well received. Plus, it doesn't help that the Wii game is one of the most expensive to find. So thanks, Joe, for torturing me, and to everyone else for their wonderful requests. And if you requested a game and I didn't get to it, don't worry, I'll do another one of these soon enough. It was very fun. So with that, this is the Dolly Popka saying if you want to play retro, try going green. I'll see you next time.